Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thanks so much for stopping by to spend some time with Cassie and myself.
Good morning.
It has been a busy weekend. We've had a lot of stuff going on and kind of glad that I get to go to work and rest this week. Sometimes it's just refreshing to go to work and get to sit down and focus on something for a while.
Yeah, Ransom finished up soccer. Ranger still has 3-ish games left, but basketball also started in full swing. So for a couple of weeks, it'll be soccer and basketball, and just crazy.
So just be patient with us. We may get the same amount of videos out. We may not. We may try to go live and whenever we can to be creative, and but hopefully we can share as much of our lives as you guys as possible. But it will get a little tougher, but we'll do our best. So, do not, and I say do not because I want to stress, like I want to say it real slow. Do not ever assume anything. Ever. So that's one thing I wanted to start off talking about today was do not assume, because sometimes you think everything's great, but until you really dig a little deeper, you just don't know.
I'm just going to agree with you.
You should agree with me because it's true. No, so you guys saw me, I think in the last video, I went and picked up our new to us stock trailer. It's a 2017 model, so it's not that old, and it is in great shape. What did you, on the outside, did you think it's in great shape?
Yeah, it's in good shape. So,
did you expect it to have any issues at all?
No, I mean, it's not very old. The guy said he hadn't pulled it very much. It's not banged up. The inside was clean. I mean,
it's not abused. So, first thing I do when I get a trailer is, I check all the lights. And some of the lights weren't working for me. And not a huge deal because a lot of times a ground wire comes off or something small. Also, anytime I get a trailer, I want to make sure that it's ready to be pulled down the highway, like 70 miles an hour, down the turnpike, whatever. So I have a trailer guy in Tulsa that I've known for several years. He's helped me out a few times. I had a bearing go out completely on our old trailer, so I took it to him, and guess what? You want to tell him?
No, because I don't remember exactly what it was.
Okay.
Every bearing was bad?
So all of the bearings on the trailer had discoloration, meaning that they had gotten hot. Also, the plug in the wire was not working. So I had one brake light. I didn't have tail lights. I didn't have the other brake light.
And you drove 5 hours.
Well, when I was leaving, I tested it. I had one brake light, and then I messed with it for a little bit, and I had a second brake light. So I had brakes, and that's really all I needed driving home. I didn't check everything, tail lights and stuff, because I knew I was going to take it and get it checked out, and so on and so forth. So got it checked out. Every bearing had to be replaced. I honestly did not expect that, but the guy told me that at the place where I get it looked at, that when they put out a brand new trailer, those bearings don't always get packed in real good with grease. And if they don't get packed every couple of years, they just set, and setting is really bad for them too, which is trailer probably set all the time, didn't get used a lot. And then whenever you go and pull them on a long trip, they can heat up if they don't have the right amount of grease. The bearings get hot. And
so what happens if you never maintenance them?
Then that's whenever they can go out. And a bearing goes out, that's whenever it's like metal on metal.
Locks up
like,
sometimes.
It's like a grind. And then the wheel gets really hot. It can start throwing sparks and stuff. So anyway, today's life lesson is what is it? You want to tell them?
Do not ever assume anything.
Don't assume anything. Don't assume anything. So I think there's other things in life that goes for whenever you meet people new for the first time, they might seem like great people, but don't assume anything. Don't just assume. I'm not telling you to judge. So don't start judging everybody.
Oh, so you're just using a different word.
No. I'm going the opposite. So don't judge them and don't assume they're bad, but also don't assume they're saints.
So just acquire some more info?
Just go right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Just take everything at face value. You see Cassie here?
Something flying around.
Don't assume Cassie did all her makeup this morning. But also don't assume she didn't do any makeup at all.
Even though I never wear any?
She doesn't wear any makeup. No, I don't know if that's a good life lesson or not, but when you're buying trailers, when you're buying used vehicles, when you're buying new vehicles, don't assume anything. Always ask the questions. Always do your research. Always take the extra step, though. And the main reason I wanted to get the trailer serviced now is because, as far as catching up with the walkers, what do we got to do in 2 days?
It's bacon time.
It's time to turn our pigs into bacon. Sausage, pork chops, hams, all the fun stuff. And so since I knew I was going to have to do that, I'm going to have to pull them off early in the morning, and they need to be getting to the processor like 7, 8 o'clock. I'll have to look and see what time they want them there. But I'm going to have to probably pull them in the dark. And so I for sure wanted tail lights, and I for sure wanted to get the bearings checked, which I can check them myself. And some of you might say, well, why don't you just pull them off and check them? Well, I'm a little strapped for time. Yeah, time. And there's the place I take my trailer is about 2 miles from my office. So it's really convenient when I go into work just to drop it off to him, be like, hey, take a look at it, tell me what's wrong, or if nothing's wrong, or make sure it's good to go. And I pick it up. It's worth the money to me to have him do it.
You know what's good about taking the pigs? Your trailer's not going to smell like a wet dog anymore.
No, now it's going to smell like a stinky pig. So even with a couple $100 of repair bill, I still think I got a decent deal. I'm not mad at the guy. If you're watching, I don't know your name. I don't remember it. I have it wrote down. I'm not mad at you, okay? I promise. I'm just saying.
He's not watching this.
He could be watching this.
Did you tell him we had a YouTube channel?
No, I didn't mention it. I should have, though. That would have been another subscriber. But I don't know if I would have told him catching up with the walkers. I probably would have said Walker Farm Fam.
Well, I feel like you need to put some stickers on your trailer now.
What do you guys think? Do you think stickers are a good idea? Cassie has a Walker Farm Fam sticker on her van. And when we went out to the farm on Route 66, he had a Farm on Route 66 sticker on his trailer, which he uses it in a lot of videos. Mm-hmm. He goes out and gets horses all the time, everywhere with it. So, let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see a Walker Farm Fam or a Catching Up with the Walkers sticker on our stock trailer?
Well, you could put Walker Farm Fam on one side and Catching Up with the Walkers on the other. You
just got passed by a walker. Get it? Because we walk and they got passed. That's a bad joke.
But
so that might be something to come up. As far as other things coming up, though, with Catching Up with the Walkers and Walker Farm Fam both, are 50 states in 5 years. So you guys did see us go to New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, and before we left, I went and found, and I know we had talked about this before, state stickers, and we got this huge map. Oh yeah, there you go, all 50 states, and it has a thing where you can put it in your window, and it has dates and years, so like a year and a month of when you visited each state.
So you take the pretty sticker off when you go, or you put the pretty sticker on?
You put the sticker on.
Okay.
And that way you know all the states that you've been to, and then you put the date and the time that you went there. So I thought this would be a fun way to get the kids involved. So in the next few videos, head over to Walker Farm Fam and check out that, because we're going to be putting that up in a window and getting out the states that we've knocked off so far, because we probably won't knock any more off this year, will we?
I thought we might try, but you said no.
Like where?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe like...
State of Kansas?
No, that's a... Maybe, but that's going to be a state that we could probably get going somewhere else or back. There's not really a whole lot in Kansas, is there?
Great Wolf Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge. Cassie wants to go to a water park.
The kids love it.
So there's that. Also, as far as 50 states in 5 years, we got a very nice note from Donald Slate. So Donald sent us a bunch of stuff about New York. He sent us a box that has all kinds of guides and stuff. So it's got Niagara Falls.
That is a must see, isn't it?
Great Lakes Adventures.
Feel the texture of that.
Yeah, I know, it's cool. It's like really thick. Great Lakes Adventures. Let's see. The Clayton Thousands Islands.
I feel like we're going to stay a month in New York.
And it is all kinds of stuff. So visit Ithaca. It's Ithaca, New York.
That looks cool.
So he sent us a lot of cool things about New York. And he also sent us some of these cool little signs. Caution deer. I told Ranger wants some of these for his room. I told him, just hang on a minute. I want to show these to some of our subscribers. And then I'll make sure Ranger gets some of these for his room.
Those are cool. This is like what people put on fences.
Posted.
Just examples or something?
No poaching, no trespassing, no hunting. This applies to friends, relatives, enemies, and you. And then it has violators crossed out, and it says survivors will be prosecuted. So I like that. That's pretty funny. Let's see if I can get it to focus. You see that? So,
did you read this one? These look like signs that people, like warning signs people put on fences, but they're funnies.
What does that one say?
It says, warning, this area protected by a very nasty guard dog. 3 days per week. You guess which days.
Ha ha ha.
And then you dropped one, but
yeah.
All right.
But I want to say a big thank you to Donald for that. We really do appreciate you thinking of us.
It's a lot of time and effort, and we're
Set that down.
very appreciative. There was 1 or 2 nice notes in there. So, thank you so much.
Yes, we plan to use that. We're going to have to put it back on the shelf because it probably will be a couple years, at least a year or 2 before we get up to the Northeast. Cassie
take the kids to the beach first.
Cassie wants to go to the beach. You notice how she prefaced that as the kids want to go to the beach first. Oh, I think Cassie wants to go to the beach. I want to go to Colorado.
You know I love the mountains. You know I don't like sweating. So I despise sand.
Well, you're going to get a taste of it at least.
So how is this all my idea?
You said you wanted to go to the beach.
I said the kids have been asking to go to the beach first.
I think there's a oceanfront property in Arizona last time I heard that song. I don't think that applies. We're getting way off track. So there's the 50 states in 5 years update. And what else is coming up and catching up with the Walkers? What's coming up with the Walker family?
Well, you'll be videoing basketball games now. And, oh geez, I'm going to have to make sure I don't yell crazy stuff since I'm the basketball coach.
You guys get to see Cassie get a technical. She'll get a technical foul this year.
No, I don't.
I can't wait, especially elementary ball because, I mean, you know.
Stop.
Those games are like championship games. So if you don't win them all, we're going to have a problem.
Okay.
I like giving Cassie a hard time. She's a great coach. I've only seen her get 8 or 9 technicals, maybe 12.
Whatever. People don't realize you're joking. They think you're serious.
You be the judge. So we'll play some videos though soon of Ranger playing ball and Cassie coaching.
Mazzie's going to be cheering.
Oh, and Mazzie's going to be cheering. We might even get Moorhead Homestead coaching a little bit.
Maybe.
He's pretty good on the sidelines too.
Ransom will be hanging out at the concessions.
Ransom will be
eating candy from other people.
Asking strangers to take him to the concession. I think, I don't know if they offer or I like look down for a minute and I look up and Ransom's at the concession with one of his like friends' moms getting candy.
He had a Mountain Dew last year and I said, where'd you get that? Tate's grandpa? I'm like, well, here, go pay him back.
Yeah, you guys can only imagine. Ransom has a way with people to get him sugar. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up. We'll be taking off our Pigs Freezer Camp. And, oh, there's 2 new animals on the farm.
Oh, yeah, about forgot.
Yeah, so you guys have to stick around for that. We can't let the cat out of the bag because It's going to be a surprise. Also, we've got all kinds of stuff coming up. We've got a delivery coming from Lowe's that was supposed to be here last week, and then it was supposed to be here
Friday, then Saturday,
and then Sunday.
Oh, it wasn't Saturday?
No, it was Sunday.
Oh.
It was supposed to be here Sunday, and guess what? It's still not here, and it's now supposed to be here today. So you definitely are going to see a video about that.
I think it's not an emergency.
If it ever makes it. So just stay tuned. We won't go into too much detail because we'll have plenty of time to do that later. So, and some of our past videos this week, what was the last one?
You and Ranger splitting wood.
We prepared for winter.
Feeding the pigs and all that mud.
Yes.
All that rain.
And so we've had a few people ask about our fireplace. It's a new air fireplace. I've left that at least in 1 or 2 responses. And people are interested because you can feed wood from the inside or the outside, either one, and you don't have to get all the mess in your house if you feed it from the outside. So,
is that something people could put in like if you're remodeling, or it needs to be a new construction?
I would say that you would want to add on a room, at least like a den or a great room or something, or you could add it. You would just have to pour a new foundation underneath where it's going to sit, because it has to be about 28 inches thick concrete to support all the weight. But other than that, you could add it anywhere on an exterior wall, I think. So I know a few people asked about that. So it is called a new air fireplace, and we really do enjoy it.
Right.
So as far as praying goes, I did have one special mention or one prayer request. Roxanne Gray, one of our subscribers, asked for a special prayer for a little 7-year-old girl named Ava at her church. She went through her first round of chemo, so she has cancer, and she's doing well. So they're thankful she's doing well, but please pray for little Ava. 7 years old, is very young, and just pray for courage for her, because that's awfully close to Mazzie's age, and not far from Ransom's, just right there in between. So we want to thank you guys so much for all the prayer requests that you leave for us, and whenever we request prayer, we thank you for all the prayers that you send to us.
Yes. If you guys will go down and read the comments like you always do, and encourage one another and lift each other up in prayer, we'd truly appreciate it. We thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys. We hope you have a great week, and thank you for stopping by and drinking some coffee with us.